Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Let's Learn SQL Server series. This is Martin, and this is part 2B, left and right joins. In the last video, I talked about inner joins and what they are, and that was a pretty long video. I really didn't anticipate for it to be 40 minutes long, so I really do apologize about that. This video is probably going to last about maybe 10 minutes or so, definitely not as long as the last one. So before I do that, I kind of wanted to explain left and right joins a little bit, just using the Venn diagram that we used in the last video. So if we take a look at the Venn diagram here, inner join is where we have two tables that we try to join, and then whatever the join condition is, what they have in common, the middle part right here, that's what it's going to show. A left join says, hey, whatever table is going to be to the left of me, I want to see all those records, whether it's 100 records or it's 1,000 records or even 1,000,000 records. I want to see all of them. Then if there's going to be in that join condition, if there's a match, that's great, we want to show it. If it's not, then don't show it. I don't care about it. Right join is the exact opposite. It says, hey, whatever table is to the right of me, and I'll explain what that means, to the left and to the right of me, then I want to see all those records and also what's in common. So you're probably like, well, what in the world is this? Just hop into the code. so, so that's exactly what we're going to do now. So here are my two tables that I'm going to be using to demonstrate this a little bit. So let's do select star from, and I'll put this in uppercase. So if you do that, you could just highlight over it, hold down the control key, hold down shift and hit U, that'll make everything uppercase. Or if you hold down the control key, hold down the shift key and hit L, that will make everything lowercase. Just a little hint there. Alright, so select star from production dot product as P. And now for left join, we're going to write left join. Now it's optional if you want to put outer. Some people do it and some people don't, but it's really just going to be a good practice just to be consistent in whatever you choose to do. So I'll just use left outer join here, and now we're going to join to production dot product model, and I'm going to alias this as PM. After here, it's the exact same as if you were doing inner join, left join, right join, any type of join. It doesn't matter. It's all the same after this part. So you're going to say on P dot, and we're going to be joining on the product model ID on both tables, equals PM dot, okay, avast, product model ID. Perfect. So now let's see what this gives us. This is going to give us 504 records. But let's scroll over to a little bit. Well, what in the world? We don't have any records for the product model table. Let's scroll down a little bit, and then we'll see that we do. So the reason why we don't have any records here is because if we look in the production dot product table, so I'm just going to put a P dot there just so we can see that table alone. And if we scroll over a little bit, there's a column that's called product model ID. There's a good amount of these rows that don't have an ID. So when we go to join it, it's not going to be able to join because there isn't anything in there. Okay? So that's why we didn't have any records when it came to here. But if we scroll down a little bit, now we have some records here. So because we have records here, now it's able to join provided that these numbers are going to be within the product model table. And in this case, they are. So that's your left join. Now let's change this to be right join. Then we'll run this. Take note that when we did a left join, we had here 504 records. When we do a right join, the record count is going to change, and then I'll explain that in a second. Let's run this. Now we see that we have here 304 records. So why did that change? Well, basically, what we're saying that we want to see all of all of the records to the right. And remember how I explained the left and to the right? Well, to the left means that to the left of your join condition. So to the left of my join condition, if this was all going to be on just one long line, to the left of my join condition would be the product table. So if we go back to our Venn diagram, if I said left join, it's going to take all the records to the left. So this is going to be the product table, all the records from there. If I run this, I see that I have 504 records. So that's how many records we had last time when we did a left join. It just brought back all those records. With right join, it's a little bit different. Right join says, hey, whatever is going to be to the right of me, in this case, the product model table, I want to grab all those records from there, regardless what they are, it doesn't matter. Then, if those records join to a product model ID, that's great. We want to show that record. If it doesn't, then don't even worry about it. Don't show it. So that's why we have a difference in the record count. So let's run this again here. So we see that we have 304 records. So in a nutshell, that's what left joins and right joins are. Now you're probably wondering, well, why would we ever use this? Well, a good case is, let's say that we are a university and we have a whole bunch of students. We have 1,000 students. Well, there might be 300 students registered to a class or to multiple classes, let's say. But you still want to have a list of all of your students. Well, you could use in there either a left join or you could use a right join for that to see all of your students. So you can see all of your students that either are in a class or they're not. It doesn't matter. That would be one instance. If you have any questions about this, please leave it in the comments, or if there's anything that I did not cover or didn't go over, or maybe if I went too quick, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer whatever questions you have. All right. Well, until next time, take care.